Also, with the pass catcher trend here, Daniel Popper reported on his Substack last night that Tyler Conklin has been the primary tight end in 11 personnel packages, and specifically like 2-minute drill situations, 2-point conversions, 2-point conversion situations for the Chargers. Basically, any situational drill, Tyler Conklin is out there as the main tight end, which I think is to be expected, based off of his production, based off of his career. That being said, Oronde Gadsden had a huge day today. Again, shout out to Jason Delgado and some of the other guys who for posting these videos. The Chargers just posted the video of his big touchdown, but I think that these tight ends, I'm really excited to see how things kind of come together because they all complement each other very, very well. But Conklin is your main pass catching tight end, and I think that's going to continue throughout training camp.
Yeah, no surprise there. Gadsden, I think we highlighted as like an obvious training camp darling prediction option for them, especially without any pads right now. I am very curious to see what happens with Gadsden once they do put pads on and these guys can, tackle or wrap up and play more physical. Because there's no like Gadsden versus air, Gadsden versus a DB who's not trying to press him and hit him or off the line or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all great. Like we knew that was going to be great. He stood out so far, had a really solid day today, at least 3 catches from videos, if not more. We'll see with Eric Smith, Daniel Popper. But when things like the pads come on, like what is his role? How involved is he? And when they have, an entire drive by Justin Herbert or several drives, or they're trying to work certain things, like it's obviously going to be a lot of Dissly and Conklin. How long does it take for Gadsden to work in, if at all? How much? Like they kind of know what they have in Conklin, but he also needs to have chemistry with Herbert.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long it takes Gadsden. But for now, like he's standing out. Greg Roman's very confident he'll, be ready to go with his usage and learning the playbook by week 1.
Yeah, which is great news to say. He said that he thinks tight ends have more on their plate than any other position on offense than quarterback because they have to know so many different roles. You have to know all the run game stuff, potentially inline run game stuff, off the line, pass catching, will you get flexed out from things like that? So if you focus in on like how they're being used right now, I think it makes a lot of sense where Conklin is being used more over the middle of the field, and then Gadsden is being given like the wheel routes and the corners, the posts, the flat routes where they can use his athleticism a little bit more. Conklin had a couple catches today against Derwin James from what I saw in the videos where, one was like a contested catch situation, great coverage by Derwin, and Conklin just kind of plucked it. It was a great throw by Herbert. So I think there's going to be enough usage to go around here. I'm certainly not expecting one guy to come out here and have, 750 yards and 6 touchdown kind of season. But right now, like I think Chargers fans should be very excited about the depth that they have at tight end this season.
Yeah, it's the most like comfortable position group I feel arguably on offense. Not that I think that one of these guys is Brock Bowers, but the sum of the 4 of these guys together, I feel really good about their roles and what they can do for this offense.
Yeah, I agree there. Tyler, any other thoughts about the pass